The Denver Broncos have cut their roster from 90 to 53. An undrafted free agent has made the roster this year once again. Let's talk about it.
Buffalo, Baltimore. I'll see you probably back here next week, big guy. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, Lamar and John Harbaugh, 4 teams ever. Last in dead cap money making the playoffs. The 2014 Cowboys, this year's Denver. It's a rarity.
There were some weeks that we didn't perform how we wanted to, and then some weeks that we showed the flashes of, us being a really, really good team.
And the Broncos strike early with the touchdown to Franklin from 43 yards out.
They bring in Evan Ingram, the tight end. He should be a huge help to Bo Nix. Overhaul the running game with J.K. Dobbins and their second-round pick, R.J. Harvey. The defense adds 2 guys from the 49ers, Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga, to a defense that already includes the Defensive Player of the Year in Pat Surtain and another guy, Nick Bonito, that finished in the top 10 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. We talked about the Chargers earlier. I think the biggest threat to the Chiefs in their division is this Denver Broncos team.
What is going on, Broncos country? Coleman here, big Broncos fan, talking about the 53-man roster cuts and the 53-man roster, of course, who made it on the roster. If you guys haven't already and you're a big Broncos fan, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. We'll be live for a lot of the games this season, and we'll be talking about the Broncos all season long here on Coleman Sports 23. So don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, like I said, and let's get into the roster cuts here. First of all, the Broncos cutting. There we go. That's the wrong one. Let me go over to cuts here. There we go. All right. So the Broncos, of course, cutting Andrew Farmer. Not shocked. He's all right. Probably won't make our practice squad. We'll see, but you never know. Joaquin Davis, of course, the wide receiver. He'll make the practice squad for sure. Micah Abraham, corner. We'll see if he makes the practice squad. That one's like a, I don't know, type thing. Cornerback Josh Pickett, I feel like he'll make the roster. He was decent in preseason. Clay Webb, I don't know about him. I think they said he got injured or something, so I don't know what his future is, but we'll see. Offensive tackle Xavier Truss, maybe practice squad. DT Michael Dumford, I think is how you say it. Respectfully, don't know who you are. You probably won't make the practice squad. Offensive linebacker Garrett Nelson. He's all right, I guess. We'll see if he makes the practice squad. A lot of these guys we just have to see, but because I don't really know. Wide receiver Jarwin Newton, he'll make the practice squad for sure, I think. Audric Estime will probably make the practice squad, even though he's being beta and saying he wants to go, leave. We'll see. Why isn't it showing that? Why did it go off for? Let me fix that. All right. But yeah. Damari Mathis, goodbye. Get off my team. Practice squad. They'll probably glaze him and put him on the practice squad. We'll see. Running back Blake Watson, practice squad for sure. Great player. Wide receiver Kyrie's Rowan, my dog from Utah State. We'll see if he makes it. Probably not. He probably won't make the practice squad. So he just got waived there. So he'll probably make a practice squad on another team for sure. Marquez Cox, you can go, buddy. You suck. Michael Bandy, you suck. Will Sherman's all right. We'll see. He'll probably make the practice squad on a different team. Turner, yeah, get off my team. You can go make a practice squad on a different team, but you suck. Future Bengal potentially. O-lineman Joe, I don't even know who that is. Respectfully, Sam Franklin released there, the safety. He'll definitely make the practice squad for sure. Special teams guy there. Definitely will make the practice squad. Wide receiver, of course, Courtney Jackson. He was fast as shit in preseason. I'm actually very shocked he did not make the roster. Shout out Courtney Jackson. Definitely will make the practice squad. Quentin Newsome, he might make the practice squad. Decent corner, I guess. Calvin, that guy sucks. Jaden Robinson, Reese Taylor, they're all right, I guess. Wide receiver A.T. Perry. Sean Payton's boy. He'll definitely make the roster. That's Sean Payton's boy right there. He's just old, washed, but he'll definitely make the practice squad. Well, Val Bailey. I was shocked about this. Another linebacker that I will talk about who's undrafted. Um, the only undrafted guy that made the roster. He made it over Lavelle Bailey, which is crazy. I thought Lavelle Bailey was going to make it, but Lavelle Bailey, hopefully, he'll be signed there to the practice squad. Linebacker Garrett Wallow, we'll see what happens to him. Jordan Turner and Jordan Miller, they're both pretty good. They'll probably make the practice squad. Tight end there, Caden Prescore is making the practice squad. He better. His wife is hot as shit. Like, well, he better make the roster. He better make the roster. Safety, Keydron Smith will make the practice squad. Or sorry, I said roster. He better make special teams, Caden Prescore. Same with Keydron Smith. I think special teams right there. Adam, the fullback, he'll probably make special teams because all our fullbacks are freaking injury prone, but we'll see. DL, Christian Williams, maybe. I don't know. Caleb Lohner, the basketball player from Utah there, definitely practice squad. We got to teach him how to play football. But, yeah, he definitely has a special asset there. The height could be Sean Payton's Jimmy Graham 2.0 potentially there in Caleb Lohner. So definitely practice squad there. And then Michael Burton and Drew Sanders on IR. Burton will probably be out for the rest of the season, unfortunately. And then Drew Sanders will be out like 4 weeks. And then once he comes back, we'll probably put that undrafted guy on the practice squad. But shout out to Cody Roke here. I'm using his for Mile High Sports. Also, you can watch this podcast on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. The Locked On Broncos. So shout out Cody Rourke. I think so you say it. So shout out to him. All right, Mile High Report also here. I'm a Mile High Sports Mile High Report. I'm a merchant. All right. Let's switch over here to the roster. Of course, Zach Allen's making the roster. Like, duh. But yeah, 53-man roster right here. Let's get it. Zach Allen, like I said, making the roster, of course. Jordan Jackson behind them, which is crazy. Jordan Jackson's really good. He's going to make the roster. DJ Jones, Malcolm Roach. This might be the best backup in the league right here, or on the team. Malcolm Roach. And DJ Jones there, of course, making the squad. John Franklin Myers. This guy is being beta. Maybe he'll sign a contract. I don't know. He's kind of being beta male. So, of course, he's making the roster as a starter. He'll play this year. Maybe we'll sign him. Maybe we won't. Like I said. But we got this guy right here, Savion Jones. I think he's going to be special. A rookie this year from LSU. I think he's going to be a great player for the Broncos, and of course as a rookie as well as the backup there. Defensive end there. Of course, the linebackers here. The pass rushers. Jonathan Cooper, Jonah Ellis, Dogs on the outside there. Jonah Ellis, second-year pro from Utah there as a backup. I think he's going to have a big year this year. He was great in preseason, really good in preseason. And then, of course, Nick Bonito, probably the second best defensive player on this team besides Pat Surtain. You could argue Zach Allen as well. But Nick Bonito, of course, making the roster. DeAndre Tillman behind them. And this guy was great in preseason. Q Robinson, the rookie from Alabama right here. He's going to be really good. Number 51. So look out for him, Broncos fans. Alex Singleton here. Of course, making the roster there. Your best tackling linebacker there. Probably. Well, actually, Greenlaw's a beast. And then you got Justin Sternad, who's been a decent backup there, making the roster. Of course, Drake Greenlaw, the new addition there, 57. Look out for him, Broncos country. He did not play in preseason, but Sean Payton said he's ready to go. And the only free agent to make the roster on the Denver Broncos, we always have that one guy, linebacker Karini Reed from Utah, making the roster over Bailey, shockingly. So, yeah, there we go. Pat Surtain making the roster as well. Not surprised there, of course. DPOI, he's going for that DPOI again. He's trying to win that again. Riley Moss, of course, making the roster there. Jaquan McMillan making the roster. But this is what makes our secondary scary is our depth here. You got Chris Abrams-Durain behind Riley Moss. Like, that guy's a dog. And then you got the rookie from Texas here, one of the best cornerbacks in the draft. Of course, there in Jahdae Barron. So shout out to Jahdae Barron. Talanoa Hufanga, a new addition on the team. Look out for him. Number 9, the safety there. PJ Locke as a backup now. That's going to be crazy. And then you got JL Skinner as a special team. Boise State legend there, number 34. And then on the other side, you got Brandon Jones, another safety there, and Devon Key making the roster there. And now let's head over to the Broncos offense. I feel like the underrated part of this team that doesn't get looked at enough. The defense, of course, top 5 every freaking year. And we're going to be number 1 this year. I just have a feeling. But wide receivers here, Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin, of course, making the roster. The speed wide receivers there. Shout out to Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin. Left tackle, Garrett Bowles, Utah legend. Once again, making the roster. Probably one of the most loyal players on this team. Him and Cortland Sutton, for sure. Matt Parrott making the roster. And Frank Crum. Ben Powers, of course, making the roster. Same with Luke Wattenberg. Alex Forsythe, you better not let anybody block. You better not let the Chiefs block your field goal again. No more fraud field goal blocks. Why'd I remind myself of that? Of course, the best guard in the freaking league, Quinn Miners, making the roster. McGlinchey, of course, making the roster. Alex Pacheski behind him, making the roster. You got Evan Ingram, of course, making the roster. This is a good tight end. This tight end room this year, y'all. Way better than last year. And what's scary is we only added one guy, Evan Ingram. We got Adam Troutman, Nate Atkins, and Lucas Kroll there. And then the wide receivers here. Some more wide receivers. Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, the rookie, and Trent Sherfield. He was great in special teams. Trent Sherfield was making a roster there. Wide receiver room's underrated. Broncos running back room got way better over the offseason. Getting rid of Javonte Williams. Estime not making the roster. Tyler Beatty coming back from injury makes the roster. Of course, McMillan makes the roster again. Sean Payton loves that guy. Or McLaughlin, sorry. RJ Harvey, the rookie, making the roster as the second running back there. And, of course, your starting running back, J.K. Dobbins there, making the roster as well. Fullbacks. We didn't have a fullback make the roster? Dang. They'll definitely have to come up from the practice squad week 1, hopefully, unless we're not planning on not playing a... I guess Nate Atkins can play fullback, but we'll see. Bo Nix, of course, making the roster. Duh. God bless Bo Nix. God bless Walmart. And yeah, Jared Stidham, the best freaking backup quarterback in the league, making the roster. Sam Ehlinger also getting cut. Forgot to say that earlier. It wasn't on here, I guess. Yeah. So Sam Ehlinger getting cut there, but he'll be on the practice squad definitely. But yeah. That's your Denver Broncos 53-man roster cuts and 53-man roster. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Broncos country. I'm out. Peace.